Excel, Formulas and Functions. In the previous grade, you have learned how to edit and format data in an MS Excel worksheet. In this chapter, you will learn how to use formulas and functions to perform calculations in MS Excel. Formulas. Formulas are used to perform arithmetic calculations such as addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. A formula refers to defined instructions given by the user in order to perform the desired calculations. Each formula is used to perform a specific calculation. In Microsoft Excel, you can perform calculations using mathematical formulas. Look at this table to learn about some important and commonly used terms in Excel formulas. Formula-related terms. Rules to write a formula in MS Excel. Some of the rules to write a formula in MS Excel are as follows. A formula always begins with an equal to sign. In Excel, the equal to sign marks that the cell entry is a formula. In a formula, there must be an arithmetic operator which directs the operation on the given values. The values can either be in the form of numbers, text values, or even cell references or addresses. Press Enter key to get the output. Consider this illustration in order to have a better understanding of the concept of formula and its rules. Performing simple calculation in Excel. In MS Excel, you can perform simple calculation entering the values directly within a cell. Let us directly add multiple numbers in a cell. Click on the cell where you wish to perform the calculation. Here we have used the cell A1. Enter equal to sign followed by the desired values and operators. Now press Enter. Observe the result in the very cell that is A1. Likewise, you can perform other operations like subtraction, multiplication and division.
No more. MS Excel is not case sensitive. That means you can type the formulas either in uppercase or lowercase. For example, B1*12 is the same as B1*1. Excel treats both as correct entries.
Cell range or references. In Excel, you can perform calculations using the cell references or a range of cells. A cell reference could have a single cell address or a range. In MS Excel, a group of selected adjacent cells is called a range. A range could form the shape of a square or a rectangle which varies as per the selection of cells. A range is defined by entering the starting and ending cell addresses separated by a colon. For example, A1 is to A8 or A1 is to C1 and so on. A cell reference guides Excel identifying a cell or a range of cells whose values or data is to be used in a formula. This table describes some examples of cell references. Look at the different types of cell ranges as shown here. Naming a range. To name a range, do as follows. Enter the data in the worksheet. Select the cells you wish to cover in the range. Go to the Formulas tab. Click on the Define Name option in the Defined Names group. The New Name dialog box appears. In the Name field, assign a name for this range. Notice the specified range is reflected in the Refers to text box. In the Scope combo box, define whether you wish to make the range name available to formulas in the entire workbook or only to a specific worksheet. In the Comment field, you can enter a comment about the range. It is optional. Click OK. Using a named range. Let us now use the above created range to find the average marks. To do so, follow the steps given here. Bring the pointer in the cell in which you wish to calculate the average. Enter the formula. On the Formulas tab, click on the Use in Formula button in the Defined Names group. Select the Monica_test scores range name in the drop-down menu. Observe the very range name that is Monica_test scores appears in the formula. Type the closing bracket. Press Enter. The calculated result appears in the cell. Operators in MS Excel. Operators refers to the mathematical symbols that instruct Excel to perform the certain operations. Here you will learn about the arithmetic operators that enable you to perform basic mathematical operations. This table describes some of the arithmetic operators. This table also displays the standard sequence in which they automatically get evaluated in an Excel formula. The sequence of an evaluation is called precedence. Rules. In case two operators of the same precedence occur in a formula, Excel evaluates them in the sequence they appear in the formula from left to right direction. If a formula contains any operation within brackets, then Excel evaluates it at the first place followed by the above mentioned order. Using simple formula. A simple formula contains only one operator. Here you will learn how to perform calculation using the cell references or address rather than direct values. Let us add the numeric values given in the cells B2 and C2. Place the pointer in the cell where you wish to enter the formula. Here it is cell D2. Note the cell address D2 reflects in the name box. Type the equal to sign. Enter the formula equal to B2 plus C2 as shown here. The entered formula appears automatically both in the cell and on the formula bar. Observe both the cell references are displayed in different colors. Press enter. The calculated result appears in cell D2. Assume that you changed the values in cells B2 and C2. Excel automatically changes the result in the cell D2.
Tip: you can enter a cell reference/address in a formula simply by clicking on it. Excel automatically enters it in the formula cell. This method is called pointing. Note, while pointing a cell reference, the status bar displays point status.
Copying formula using autofill. Excel enables you to apply the same formula to the subsequent cells using the autofill feature. Let us use the autofill feature to fill the total marks in the remaining cells. To do so, follow the steps given here. Bring the pointer over the fill handle of cell D2. Click and drag the pointer through the cell D5. Observe the results.